afternoon, grade 7 sayas. So, hopefully mabati ra ko o hopefully dili ra sa mabati ang mga background music no, since kay nag-uwan. And so, no, this is the what I promised or what we agreed on that we will continue to discuss no, the remaining discussion sa atong pag last meeting wala na to na diwa. So this is just a short video and only the concept ang ako i-discuss. So wala ra koy gilabot ani nga mga problem solving. So only the concept. So hopefully you will gonna learn and you will understand the concept for this one. So this is the last topic no ato na lang siyang gitiwas since sayang man sa dili siya tiwason. So this is just an additional knowledge for you. So don't worry, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10 kay mas ma-enhance pa inyong learning about aning courses. So mas mataanan siya kalisod. That's why we need to understand the concept first. Okay. Last meeting we discussed no, the things to consider when finding the net force acting on an object. So we learned how to deal with forces that are in the same direction, opposite directions, and even perpendicular to each other. But what happens when the forces are not in the same direction, not the opposite direction also, and not exactly perpendicular? No, in many real life situations, no, there are forces acts at an angle. Now, when this happens, no, we cannot directly add the forces, but instead we need to break the forces into components. So I have here, okay, if the forces acting on an object no, are not in the same direction, opposite direction, no, perpendicular to each other, the components will be split up, no, such as the x-axis and y-axis. So, muna siyang components nga gipasabot. So, this process is called the revolving a force into its components. That's why ang nakabutang dira components of a force. So, we usually split the force no, into two directions. The horizontal directions, kanang pahigda, which is along the x-axis, and the vertical direction, which is along the y-axis. Now, as shown in the diagram, we use the Cartesian plane. So, kanang murag nag-cross dira, that muna siya ang gitawag nga Cartesian plane. Now, which is divided into four quadrants. I don't know if nakasugat na mo ani sa inyong math subject. So, it is divided into four quadrants. Quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, the direction of the force no, determines which quadrant it lies in. Now, for example, ang object is naa siya sa upper nga left part. So, that naa siya na belong sa quadrant 2. So, dira pa lang na ba-determine na to asa siya dapita nga quadrant. Now, to find the components of a force, of course, no, the horizontal components is found using nakoy giandam dira nga formula. The formula kanang F cos theta. Ma'am, unsay theta? Kanang theta, that's kanang ganing na yung zero nga naibagli sa tunga. That is theta. So that is F cos theta. Mo na siya ang formula nga gamiton to find the horizontal component. Now for the vertical component, it is found using the formula F sin theta. That is cos theta and sin theta. So for the x or horizontal, F cos theta, and for the vertical, F sin theta. Okay. So, here, no, F is the magnitude of the force. Kanang F dra mo na siya ang magnitude sa force. And then, ang kanang O dra or kanang murag theta, no, that is the angle the force, no, which makes it the horizontal axis. Now, by breaking the force no, into these components, it becomes easier for us no, to analyze motion and calculate no, the net force acting on an object. And that is how we began understanding the components of a force. Now, let us take a look at the diagram shown on the slide. Kana siya. Now, in the picture, no, we can see a 20-kilogram object hanging from two ropes. Okay. Now, each rope no, is attached to a support at the top. As you can see, wala siya murag ga-support dira sa top para masangit or maguptan sa rope. forming it forms two different angles. So asa mga angles na nakita dira that kanang 30 and 45 angles. So the rope no on the left forms so in the rope on the left no forms an angle of 30-degree angle. Now ang rope sa right nga part forms an angle of 45 degree. Because the ropes no are slanted, nito say slanted ka ng pinadiagonal, the forces acting along the ropes no are not purely vertical or horizontal. Di man taw kay ngog horizontal kay di man siya kapahigda, di pa ta kay ngog vertical kay di man siya pabarog. Gaslant man siya. So, of course, related gid ang duha ka bok, vertical and horizontal. Now, instead each tension kay since dili man siya vertical horizontal, each tension force must be resolved no into components along the x and y axis. So, saan nato siya pag-resolve into components along the x-axis. Sorry for that one. The horizontal and the vertical. Now, for each rope, no, the horizontal component is found using F cos theta. Again, the horizontal component is found F cos theta. So, ako na ni siyang balik sa ganina. And the vertical component is found using F sin theta. Now, for the rope at 30-degree, okay, for the rope at 30 degrees, since every angle kay duha man gid siya dapat ato pangitaon. So, same ra ni sila. For the horizontal component, sa kaning 30-degree nga angle, so iyang horizontal component is F cos 30 degree, and we have also the vertical component of F sin 30 degree. So kanay yung nakita dira sa example no kani diring ang side sa diagram. So nakakita mo na diray gibutang nga sa for the 30 angle ang iyahang vertical horizontal is 30-degree angle gid siya. And we also have for the 45-degree kay iyahang horizontal ug vertical is same ra sad 45-degree angle. So along the axis, the horizontal components of the two tensions act in an opposite direction. So ug nakabantay mo sa diagram, naglihok ba siya or not? So wala. Wa siya naglihok is because no na nagpull sa iya sa right ug nasa nagpull sa iya sa left. Now since the object is not moving sideways, of course the net force along the x-axis no must be zero. Since nganong zero man iyahang force because balanced man siya kay wala siya nagluhag kay na may nagbira siya sa pikas ug nasa diri sa pikas. And along the y-axis, the vertical components of the tension acts upward no while the weight of the objects acts downward. So as you can see, na dili sad ta makaingon sa vertical components niya nga naapoy galuhag, it's because natungod sa kabugaton sa butang, and also since nahigot man siya pod nga ang base is napod sa igbaw, yung kanang murag kahoy dira nga nasa taas. And for the object no to remain at rest, unsa may meaning ana, so the total upward force no is equal to the weight of the object. That is why na the net force along the y-axis is balanced. Now let's move on to the next concept. Okay. So if the force is not balanced, and let's just say if the force is not balanced, now it means the object will accelerate or move no because there is a net force acting on it. Now in order to make the system balance, we need to add another force. So this added force no is called the equilibriant force. So this added the force is called the equilibriant force. Now, the equilibriant force has the same magnitude as the net force but acts in the opposite direction. Okay, when the opposite force is applied, of course, when the opposite force is applied, it cancels out the net force, now making the total force equal to 0. As a result, the object would either remain at rest or move with constant velocity because the force are now balanced. So again, as a result, the object will either remain at rest or move constant velocity because the forces are now balanced. Now, let us apply the concept of balancing forces using the real-life examples of a cable-stayed bridge no kanang gibutang dira sa example nga image. Now in the diagram, we can see three main parts: the deck where vehicles pass, the cables, and the tower at the center. Now the cables are under tension. So nakabantay mo sa cable kanang naimurag arrow nga red, that is a tension. The cables are under tension. So this means they are being pulled as they support the weight of the object, the bridge deck. So the tension forces acts upward and diagonally along the cables. As you can see, diagonally siya gibira. So ug nakabantay mo, since it cancels each other, that's why nga balance siya. If these forces are properly balanced, the upward tension from the cables and the downward compression on the tower will result into unsa man, will result into net force of 0. So this keeps the bridge stable and at rest. So this is why mo na siya ang hinungdan kay, for example, ang nara sa upper ang nagbiraan na. So dili stable ang kon, of course na possibility nga matumba ang bridge. It's because wala man siya na balance. So but if the forces were not balanced, the structure could bend, move, or even collapse. So to keep the system balanced, the forces must have the same nga magnitude but act in opposite direction. So dili pud pwedeng nga ang isa ra ka direction ang naay magnitude. So dapat opposite direction gid siya. No, just like the concept of the equilibrium force. So equilibrium mo na siya, balance na siya ang pasabot sa equilibrium. Okay. So I hope you understand the concept. So atong remaining nga nga duha nga need i-discuss the equilibrium forces and the components of a force. So that ends our discussion for the third quarter lessons. So hopefully you're able to gained insights with this video. So that's it. That's end our discussion. Thank you everyone for listening and have a great day.